Hi. I wanted to talk a little bit about the dance, a little bit more, um, while I have my tea. I was just thinking about how different people perceive the dance so differently, just as they do beauty and nature and femininity and humanity and whatever spirituality is. Um, People have like a different perception lens. Everybody is has a different sensitivity and I guess different spiritual development, um, different eyes, third eye. Um, so they come to Sedona, like tourists come to Sedona and they take pictures. It's like a visual effect for them only. It's a place maybe that's popular to be in, to be at right now. Or then for others, it's a sacred land, and they come seeking some mystical experience and to honor their own journey to connect to Earth as they come to deeper, as we all of us come to a deeper and deeper understanding of how interconnected we are with the planet, and how our connection to nature is at most importance right now. um, so there's all these different levels of how we our awareness, our consciousness, how I connect to nature, knowing that underneath Sedona there's like crystals and this primal water, and there's all these elementals and all these fairies, and it's all alive, and it has all these vortices, electrical charge from monsoon, from the lightning, and then it's the feminine that is so obvious because everybody is just like flowing here. No, so there's all these, and I see the potential, and for me, each hike is like a process, like a journey, like a shamanic journey, right? Because I always it's a chance for me to like listen to my own, connect to my own soul, and listen to my own higher wisdom within me, grounding. So there's that connection to the planet, to the rhythm, to be one with the rhythm of the planet, to uh to cleanse and clarify all my energetic bodies and my chakra systems and all of these things. I breathe with the nature. There's this ionization. I walk barefoot always. I hike and climb barefoot to connect through my feet. There's that 12th chakra beneath our feet that connects us to the 13th chakra in the very core of our earth. And a woman like collects this very magnetic, ionizing, alchemizing energy in our womb, which is the center of our creativity. So it's not only birthing babies, but it's birthing our reality, really. Excuse-moi. so so I see it that way. So for me, it is sacred, and I am always in awe and amazed by it, and it just gets me in my flow and just in another level, fifth dimensional consciousness while I'm out there on a hike. Very hard though for me to focus and like make a video and stay rational. For some reason, I don't know, the vortex area just gets to me. It's hard for me to stay on the topic, just flowing everywhere, So the same way one might perceive life, you know, So it's either you know, the typical 3D, how much money you make, the social status, you know, how what are your possessions, what have you achieved, you know, in this system structure, how what's the following that you have on social media, you know, how you look, you know, certain way, how we are conditioned to be what you can, the consumption modeling, what can you bring into my life, what can you give me, what is the advantages of me, you know, I don't know, marrying you or being with you or something, or having any kind of a relationship with you, you know. There's this parasitic thing going on, unfortunately. And I'm not saying, and I'm not, I mean, when it's on that spectrum, you know, when it's like really in the shadow of it, I'm focusing just for the sake of making my point. I'm focusing on the shadow of it, of a very dense version. Or we can see life as a spiritualization of physicality, of learning how to co-create in a physical realm. I mean, right now we are spiritualizing anyhow, and we're coming out of this density. But we can see it as a creative process, and acknowledge the gift that we have as part of God, and co-create with the higher source, and with the planet, and within our relationships with others, how we connect with others, and there's this greatness of life. There's potentials everywhere, and the beauty way. If we are able to see the beauty way, so we send, and the spiritual lessons of navigating through negativity, through the darkness, and staying within our dignity, integrity, and, you know, aligning with these higher values and virtues, despite all these temptations, you know, of the dark side, you know. So you can see all this beauty of the journey here. So there's all these different levels of awareness and perception, the same. And then there is the dance, right? So I compare the three. How you see Sedona, how you see life, and how you see Bellydance. This is my this is my mysticism. So the same way, you know, people can see just a belly dancer. She is just shaking it, which I never understood, because from the very moment I ever saw my first performance, I was in a state of complete awe, and I was just like, my entire world stopped, and I could not believe that others do not see what I was perceiving and feeling, what was happening inside of me, the rhythm of the drum, the upliftment of it. For me, the dancer was a priestess. She had the entire cosmos in her womb. She had all the mysteries of the entire universe. and that was it. And she was life itself, presenting itself with all its different vibrations and flow, and just all of it. Just all of it, all being manifested right there, and then created, like creating itself before our eyes. And people were just completely oblivious to it. I was like insulted. I was like, what's wrong with you people? That they haven't seen it. And then of course there is the question of or the aspect of sexuality. You know, people there's a long history of belly dance in America. And I could take that subject for another video. But the sexual aspect of it, I mean, what is sexuality? Sexuality is really how we embody the life force, the creative life force within us. So of course the creative life force is the same as it's sexual energy as well. It's just a matter of how it's flowing through our, is it spiritualized to higher aspects of our being. When we get that, it will completely change the way we perceive the dance itself, because there you see the most perfected on earth, to me, the most perfected on earth, like a language of a soul, of that life force moving through the body. No other discipline of movement will literally make you move your inner organs that way and help you control your sexual energy, your creative life force, teach you that kind of a self-control of that sexual flow. I mean, one could say, and not, I mean, I will say that the biggest problem on our planet right now is the misdirected sexual energy, if you think about it. You know, all these broken families. That is it, you know, and right now it's so difficult for a male and female to even get together, to find their counterparts and create a beautiful union where they can uplift themselves and transcend to higher spiritual realms together, which I believe the union and even the separation of the sexes in this realm was done for this purpose. To transcend together, you know, it's like a real twin flame journey, finding those two, getting together. But we are so separated from one another and at odds with one another. It's just crazy these days, and nobody seems to even be interested in controlling this energy. You know, what is the liberation, really, the sexual liberation? I think what started as a feminism wave in the 60s got hijacked and corrupted like everything else always is. Along with the wave of Bellydance, because that's how it started, along with the American feminism. But then it went the other, you know, the other direction, and the darkness diverted it. That's how I see it. And then here we are today. We're not better. We're actually, I think, really worse. But I mean, there are so many lost souls. There's so many suicides, and there's so little really harmonious relationships and marriages that last, and that could be teaching us about balancing these very transformational sexual energies and heartfelt, you know, soul developing and soul growth relationships. So there's that aspect of it. So you can either see it as something sacred and enlightening and see that potential in it, and as something very pure, or you can see it as something that is you know, whatever, you know, even mock it, you know. That's how it's been, and it's a shame, and I for one hope that it will change. So that's why I make this video, in my humble hope of at least just speaking about it, you know, and putting it out there, as I have been dancing for 20-something years, and it never changed for me. It always grew I only dived deeper and deeper into it, and it only made me more of a mystic, and more I just kept finding more and more treasure and mysticism and enlightenment and growth and transcendence in it. And I'm very serious about it. It's not a marketing tactic or anything like that. I really, at this point, do not care, about social media marketing that way. So, just wanted to contribute, my 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 growth with it, and what I have to what I came to learn, and what I have to say about it. So thank you.